Hello and welcome to the November TeaCosyFolk vlog with me, Suzy Cowper, and it's so lovely to have you join us today. And I've got lots to talk about and lots to show you, so I'm going to kick off straight away. But I've got lots of chocolate orange things to talk about. There's lots going on chocolate orange wise, and there's a little thistle brooch that I want to show you and tell you about. And there's tea cozies, and there's loads for me to get through. Do you know what? I think there's so much for me to get through. I'm not going to have time for a tip this month, but I'll do a tip next month, but not this month. So I'm going to crack on, and I'm going to start with chocolate orange cozies, because if you've got the 2025 knitting pattern calendar, you'll be knitting this fabulous unicorn, and this is the Cosy for November, and it's a lovely unicorn head, you know, with the coloured mane and the lovely horn at the front, and you can see the head in the profile, you know, with the nose and the neck, and you could do it any colour you like. So if you've got a favourite colour for unicorn mange, you could do that. I mean, a rainbow one would look beautiful, wouldn't it? And that is the November chocolate orange cozy in the calendar for November. And last week I released the standalone knitting pattern for the April bunny, and he was in the calendar for April. But if you didn't get the calendar and you need a little bunny in your life, you can now go along and download the knitting pattern for the rabbit. Well, he's not a rabbit, he's a bunny. It's the April bunny. And he was for April. Obviously, he's the Easter bunny, isn't he? So, yeah, so that knitting pattern is already online. Now, while I'm talking chocolate orange cozies, I want to tell you about another one that was released. I can't remember when, it was a week or two ago. It was the Movember chocolate orange cozy. And it's a free to download knitting pattern. I'll put the details below, and you can download it and knit it and give it to somebody who's doing Movember this month. That's, you know, when they have to grow a moustache. And I'm doing it this, and I don't know if it gets that big in a month. Probably not. I don't think they end up with a handlebar moustache that quickly, do they? But yeah, for all these people who are raising money, it's just a nice way to say thank you and well done for your efforts. But also it's really nice for, you know, if you want to knit them and sell them to raise money yourself, because not everybody can grow a moustache, can they? You know, I'm talking about all the ladies, you know, some ladies can perhaps, but we're not going there. But for most of us, we can't grow a moustache. And, you know, but we still want to be involved in Movember. So, you know, we can knit the little cozies and sell them. And oh, you'll have been watching the video play away while I've been nattering on about it. But yeah, so if you want to download the copy of that pattern, it's online, it's completely free. I'll put the link down below, and you can go and get your copy, and you can knit a Movember chocolate orange cozy too. This is an adorable tea cozy knitting pattern that was first in the Simply Knitting magazine, and it's of the koala. And he's so cute, isn't he? You know, you could easily kind of sew up the bottom, make a base, and turn him into a teddy, couldn't you? He's so cute and cuddly. And he fits a medium-sized teapot. And he's mainly knitted in garter stitch. So, you know, that's quite easy. But the loopy ears, you know, is probably not best for a beginner. But there is a help video. So if you don't know how to knit loops, there's a help video. The link is included in the pattern. It's case sensitive. So if you think it doesn't work properly, it's probably because you've not used capitals or small ones. Others, they sometimes put a sneaky little underscore in. And so it looks like a space, but it's not, it's an underscore. And if you don't put the underscore in, you won't get taken to the video. But anyway, this is the lovely Koala tea cozy, and he'll be on the website on the 20th of November. So if you want to download the copy of that pattern, it was in Simply Knitting, but on the 20th it'll be available as a digital download. Oh, not got my teeth in properly today. So yeah, that's him, the lovely koala. Also on the 20th of November, there's going to be another little free knitting pattern hitting the website, and it's for this little Thistle brooch. I don't know if you can see it closely. I'll put a little video playing so you can see it, but it's just a little brooch. So this one's not got a pin on the back, but you put a safety pin on the back and then you can pin it, and it's really pretty. Look, I'll put it there, look. We'll pretend it's there, real, look. So look, they're really cute and nice, and they don't take long to make, you know, and for Burns night, they're really good fun, aren't they? You know, you can make them and give them to your friends. I made a few and I left them around as random acts of kindness, but they're so cute, really quick, really easy, and you only knit the bottom bit, and you know, the top is you wrap the wool around your fingers and make a tassel and push it inside this bit that you've knitted, so it stuffs it and holds it in, you know, and it provides the fluffiness on top. But this will be a free knitting pattern. I'll put the link down below of where you can find it, and that will be available as a digital download on the 20th of November, so you can make some too. This is the Knackered Reindeer Tea Cozy, and I kind of thought, you know, what does a reindeer feel like on Christmas Eve after he's been flying around, you know, pulling the sleigh, all the presents, and Santa Claus, who is a bit podgy, you know, how do you feel at the end of all that? You'd be exhausted, wouldn't you? So this is what I'm imagining the reindeer look like at the end of Christmas Eve. Absolutely exhausted, laying down flat and just flopped, going to sleep. And you know, I think we can all identify with that a little bit, can't we? Because Christmas is hard work, isn't it, for some people? If you're the one doing the arranging and sorting out, you know, it's a lot of work and it's tiring, and you know, by the end of Christmas Eve, oh, you've had enough, and you just, oh, but at least then the nice stuff starts then, doesn't it? You know, Christmas Day, oh, there is a bit of work, but it's less, it feels less. And it all, you know, it all comes true anyway, doesn't it? You know, because you've had all that work and you feel exhausted, then Christmas morning, you have got a little bit of work, but you know, you've got all the joy of everybody opening presents, and, you know, and everybody's happy and feeling good. It's the feel good factor, isn't it? That's what's nice, and it drives you on. But this Reindeer Tea Cozy, the pattern is already available on the website. I'll put a link down below. But he went on at the start of the month, and I've not showed you him, so here he is. I'm showing you him. So he's really lovely, isn't he? And there's a help video to show you how to do his little feet. I'll put that link down below as well, so you can go and find that video. It's really easy. It's just a sewn, you know, a sewing technique where you create that. It's like a two-toe looking thing, isn't it? A lot. But when you pick him up, I've not sewn his tail on at the moment, but yeah, when you pick him up, all his limbs all flop down and he's just too tired. He's exhausted, bless him. But yeah, he's already on the website. So if you need a worn out reindeer in your life, you'll be able to go and knit one. And moving on from Christmas, and now it's New Year, and this is the New Year Tea Cozy design, and it'll be in the Simply Knitting magazine on the 27th of November. That's when it hits the shops. And these are little fireworks. Look, they're on little sticks. They're the fireworks that, you know, they go off in London on the, you know, on the stroke of 12. And this is Big Ben, well, the top bit of Big Ben. And there's another big firework shooting by. And I've used that lovely tinsel yarn. I love this tinsel yarn. And it looks so sparkly. You're probably thinking, oh, you don't like the tinsel yarn because it's not that great to work with. But it's only little bits, just little touches here and there. And the colours are so pretty. And it does give, you know, a bit of effect of fireworks, doesn't it? And there's a lovely row of bubbles down the bottom just to, you know, I don't know, give it a bit of interest. And the colours contrasting with the black, you know, the black of the night. It just looks nice, doesn't it? But that Tea Cozy design will be in the Simply Knitting magazine on the 27th of November. So you could knit your own Happy New Year tea cozy. And it's lovely, isn't it, to have something to bring in the new year with. And you know, and it will last for much longer than that, because it's just nice to look at, isn't it? Another knitting pattern that's already on the website is the speckled frogs, 5 little speckled frogs. You know, from the song, the children's song, and I was asked if I got a knitting pattern for the 5 little speckled frogs after I'd made the 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed, and I hadn't got the 5 little speckled frogs, so I made them. So I was able to give the little set to a friend who works in a nursery. She wanted to use them to, you know, sing the song with the children, which is what the pattern's designed for. So, you know, if you know somebody who entertains little people, you know, and you can knit the 5 little speckled frogs, and there's a log as well, because they sit on a speckled log, and they're quite fun. And when you because they jump off, they jump into the pool where it's nice and cool, but you can kind of throw them off your fingers at that point and they go flying, and the kids think it's really funny, and it's really cute, and it's a lovely little pattern, and it's on the website already. So if you would like to knit the 5 little speckled frogs, I'll put the link down below, and you could knit your own set. They're really good fun, and they're really cute to knit, and they're just, I don't know, they're just adorable. I love their boggly eyes, and that they all look really comic. And they, I don't know, they've all got their own little personalities, even though they're all knitted the same. It's just, it's funny that, isn't it? That you do the same thing, you repeat it, but they have their own little, I don't know, you must knit in a little soul while you're knitting them. Maybe that's what it is. But if you would like to knit them, they're on the website. Now, I want to talk to you about the Terry's Chocolate Orange subscription, and it's on the website at the moment. And if you subscribe to it, you will get 12 knitting patterns delivered to your inbox on the 1st of every month. So it's, you know, so you get a little pattern that comes straight to you, and you can download it and knit it, and you pay the one-off fee, which is £15. If you don't join the subscription, which ends on the 31st of January, if you don't join that, I will release the patterns individually as standalone knitting patterns, but it won't be on the 1st of the month. So you'll have to wait, you know, for the following Thursday to come round, and they will be at the usual price. So it's more cost effective to join the subscription. But anyway, that's all the technical stuff out of the way. I wanted to show you some of the cozies that I've been working on. Now, here's one, and this is a little frog, and it's puckering up, and I was kind of inspired by the amount of frogs that I've had to kiss until I found my prince. So he's a little frog, and I just think he's really cute. I'll show you all around. He's just, you know, and he's kind of, and he's all loved up. And yeah, so he's the frog, and I think he's lovely. I've got some new favourites. Maybe you'll be able to tell which ones they are, but I love him. He's brilliant. Well, I love them all. You do, don't you? But I do have favourites. I know you're not supposed to, but you do. And these, by the way, are the rice bag models. Instead of using chocolate oranges, I've made these little rice bag models. So people don't eat them. They last forever. So when you are working on chocolate oranges, and as you go to the cupboard and find somebody's eaten them all, well, if you've got rice bags, they don't go. So they're sewn. It's a little sewing pattern. It's on the freebie page. I'll put a link down below. But this one is a 99 ice cream. That one's really cool, isn't it? And it's so big. You know, when you think about how big your chocolate orange is, it's massive. Yeah, I'm doing big and bold, I think. A few of them are quite big and outrageous, but that's the ice cream. And these are all part of the subscription. And here is a campfire. a lady said she requested a campfire one because she does a lot with the cubs and the scouts, and they go on summer camp. So she said, could we have a campfire? So that's my little rendition of a campfire. So I thought he looked cute with a little face. And these are the logs. And it's really sweet. I do like that one. That one's cute. Oh, I'm knocking him over. And the last one I'm going to show you today is this one. No guesses for what month this one is. But look at him. He's brilliant, look. And he can sit and dangle his legs. His head is wobbly because, well, he's a skeleton, you know. But I just think he's so cute. I really love him. You can make him do things like, oh, he's scratching his head. He's scratching his knees. He's just great fun, isn't he? I love him. I really love him. Oh, guess which is my favourite? So these are all going to be part of the subscription. They will be released as standalone patterns, but if you pay for the subscription, you get them at a cheaper price, and you'll get them before everybody else. So they're the key points. But yeah, so they're just 4 of them. There will be 12, obviously one every month. But I just thought I'll show you 4 now, and I'll show you 4 next month, and then I'll show you 4 in January, as well as the one for January. But yay! It's just so much fun, isn't it? But they're the chocolate oranges. And I'll put the details about the subscription all below, so you can go and check it out, mull it over and see what you think. This is what I'm working on at the moment. It's the Partridge in a Pear Tree table decoration. And as you can see, it's quite big and it's almost done. I'm kind of just working on a bit of engineering now and sewing it together, and then, because I'll test knit, and then it'll be done, it'll be ready. But this wooden bit that is this and comes up here is, you know those wooden kitchen paper holders? It's just one of those. It's a kitchen paper holder made of wood, and that takes us up to this bit. And then the ring is a polystyrene ring. They use them for wreaths. And this one, some of them are chopped in half, but this is a full one, so it's cylindrical all the way around. It's the same. So that's, you know, the construction underneath. And look, you can see it slides on. Oh, and I've not connected the top. I think I need to put it needs gluing on up there. But so that's that, and that's you see, it's just held with pins at the moment. But that's the top part of the tree, and then this is the partridge, and they've got quite distinctive plumage here that's stripy, and they have their orange beaks, and he's going to sit in the tree just there, which is lovely, isn't it? It looks really cool, I think. I really like it. It looks Christmassy. And he sits there and he fills the ring nicely. And then all around the tree, there will be pears hanging down like these ones. And yeah, and that's it. And that's where I am. And it's been put a little bit on the back burner because I've been making these guys, you know, and having 12 little cozies to knit it's consumed a lot of my life at the moment. But I'm getting to the end of those now, and yeah, so I'm hoping I want to get this finished this week. So that's my plan. That's what I'm aiming for. So watch this space. You'll see if I make it or not. But as you can see, look. So that's that side, and that will be the back. So you'll see the back of the bird. So it doesn't matter which side you're sitting on. It'll be interesting from any angle, you know. And the pears will be hanging down here. And I love those lollipop trees. Do you? You know, when they do the topiary and make the lovely round lollipop trees. And this is what this reminds me of. And I just think it's really nice, actually. It's stylised, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. That's my partridge in a pear tree. And it's coming along nicely. So I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, so that will be on the website by the end of the month, fingers crossed, and with a prevailing wind. But yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. There's I did a blog post about it. I'll put the link down below, and it tells you about my inspiration and the actual sketch of what I was going to do and what I thought the issues would be. And you can read all about that. I'll put the link. Yeah, so, and I think that's it for this month. That's all I've got to show you. It's just loads, isn't it? It's loads. But these little guys have definitely taken over my life. With 12 to make and then test knit as well. It's a lot of work, it really is. I need to, if I'm doing this again next year, I need to space it out a bit more, I think. So so it's not all left all together lastminute.com. But hey-o. A bit of pressure keeps you going, doesn't it? But thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. And do like, share and subscribe and ring the bell, and you'll get to see all of my future posts and vlogs. That'd be really good. Thank you. And thank you for your support. And I'll put all the information and the links to what I've been talking about down below, so you can go and find out more about different things. And I hope you have a lovely November and getting ready for Christmas and all that. It's great fun, isn't it? So I'll see you again in December, where we'll have more knitting to show you. Yay! Okay, so I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.